This is Nadisha in Chicago, and you are watching your channel Knowledge for Quality of Life. Friends, last time we talked about concept of savings. So I thought that I'm going to give a few examples of my life as experience, so that people understand that where I'm coming from and how one can optimize your dollars. So when my kids were growing up, when they were born, I had this big expense after buying a house in the back of my mind that how I'm going to send these kids to through college. We know that college cost is the second highest expensive thing in one's life after buying a house. That's a big ticket item which one spends money on buying a house. And then second is college expenses. Uh, and if you look at the inflation numbers, which we looked in one of the vlog, that it runs about 2.5 to 3% in the course of 20-year period. Last time when we talked about, but when you talk about college cost, it increases about 2 to 3 times more than the inflation. So this big expense is a huge part of one's personal finance. And as I said in the last vlog, that penny saved is a penny earned. So I had to optimize this expense, how I'm going to mitigate this issue without compromising the education, without compromising any other things. So let me share my screen with you. So if you look at here, the 4-year public school, in the last 20 years, it increased by 141%. So this is a typical thing that if you take any 20-year period, this is the phenomena which is going on for some time now. And I have no doubt in my mind that this phenomena is not going to continue in the next 20 years as well. So, uh, you know, last 20 years, it increased about 141% for the public schools. And if I take a simple annual average, divide this number by 20, and then you get 7% increase, which is, I said earlier, twice the inflation. But if you look at the private 4-year program, it increased 181.3% over 20 year, right? So it's about close to 9%. So both public and private schools are increasing at the rate of more than twice the inflation. And if you look at the entire goods and services which we as a consumer use, the highest expensive item on the list from the BLS website, Bureau of Labor Statistics website, is healthcare cost. And the second expensive thing on the list of those items is college education. So from those standards, I had to mitigate this issue when I was planning to send my kids through college. So I situated myself when I was buying a house that I need to have a best elementary school in my district, best middle school, best high school, and within the proximity of a community college, which is College of DuPage. I can give you here disclaimer that I have no affiliation with College of DuPage, and I'm not advocating or marketing by any means College of DuPage. But I was one of the initial person who was talking about the program when I read very vividly, carefully about their program, and I planned that my kids are going to go through this college, so that's how I'm going to optimize the college expenses. Now, to give you an example, that college of DuPage yearly cost is about 10 grand, which includes the tuition fees, books, and other transportation cost and other miscellaneous items. So $10,000. Now, if I compare this thing with University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, which is one of the elite public school in the state of Illinois, it has about close to $40,000 expenses. Now, if you send your kids through, Ghese College of Business, which is a, business program, or engineering school, there is a tuition differential. There's a extra tuition in those two schools. So it comes out to be, close to 45, 50 grand. So if you see the difference between the two on a yearly cost, so it's about close to $45,000 a year of savings. So what I plan to do, let me stop share my screen here. So what I was planning to do that, I'm going to send first 2 years of college at the community college, and then transfer it to the 4-year public school. Now, this is not within the context of this vlog that, each kid is different. And I'll be talking more on those issues, that, how to optimize the learning curve of an individual, when you are talking about the students, because each student is wired differently. So I was looking at my kids, that, how I can optimize based on the potential these two individuals has, and I'm going to be optimizing the college cost with the maximum rate of return on their education. Of course, there is no price tag on education, because, if somebody asks me education, it's not merely a 8.5 by 11 diploma. It's about something that, you learn a tool on how to learn things for the rest of your life. That's the definition of education. That's how I define education. Learning on how to learn things, because it's a lifelong thing. It's not just like 4-year program which one goes through and, performs the 9 to 5 jobs and, earn 6-figure salary. For me, education is a lot more than that. Okay, so what I was planning to do that, I situated myself, I bought a house in 1995 when my kids were in preschool, and in a best elementary school, best middle school, and best high school district, and within the proximity of College of DuPage. So College of DuPage is like literally 10 minutes from my house. And that's the second largest community college in the US, as far as I read a while back, after Orange County. So I was planning to send my kids through College of DuPage. Now, sometimes, people live on myth that, they think that, when you send your kids to community college, you are compromising the quality of education. So let me clear some things here. College of DuPage or any community college has 2-tier program. So one is a regular program, and then one is an honors program. So honors program is, treated differently, and everybody from high school cannot get admission into the honors program. There is a separate application. So one, you have to get accepted at the community college level, then you apply within the community college level to that honors program, and there's a requirement for that. And once you get accepted in that honors program, then you are part of the honors program, and you have to do certain due diligence to have a graduation as an honors designated graduation. Now, once you are in this program, you do certain amount of credits within the honors classes, and those honors classes are taught by one of the best professors of that school, and sometimes they are PhDs from validated and very prestigious schools as well. So and those classes are capped at about 20 to 25 students, and they sit in a horseshoe style, so one-on-one. So basically, just to give you an example, that a textbook for let's say economics, macroeconomics or microeconomics, are going to be a textbook for both the programs, for a regular program as well as honors program. But the honors program students are going to look at things in that subject matter a little bit differently and in depth. And they have to write some extensive papers, and writing portion in that honors class is a big thing. So the depth and breadth of the knowledge which one would learn in the honors program is amazing, as compared to the regular program. So this is the concept I had in my mind. So it's like a win-win situation that if my kid is going to go through a class which is required for, just like, if somebody does the associate's degree for 2 years, let's say, he or she earns about 60 to 64 credit hours, and that 2-year program is transferable to any 4-year elite school, provided your GPA is maintained and you are categorized in high percentile ranking. So it's not easy. But it's doable. Okay, with proper planning. The key thing is plan, very thoughtfully planned. So I created a 4-year plan, and I handed over to my kids that these first 2 years in COD, you are going to do this thing, and then you are going to transfer this to this respective school because of your expertise and your track program which you may be interested in. By my both kids went through different, but both did the dual degree program, because I planned it in a way to optimize not only the time, but I optimize the dollar amount as well. So you see the difference between the College of DuPage yearly cost. When I was sending my kids, it was like $5,000, and the tuition for Urbana-Champaign, like for first 2 years would be probably close to $75,000. So my saving was per year, was quite a bit, and for 2 kids, if I optimize, I saved about $150,000 to $200,000 by not sending my kids right from the day one to the 4-year program. And my both kids went through the dual degree program because I make sure that the classes they are going to take in community college is going to be transferable 100%, because there's some due diligence which one need to do to make sure that this class is transferable or not, because people take things randomly and then they complain that, oh, the classes from community college is not going to be transferable, but it is transferable provided you have done your due diligence. So out of 60 to 64 credit for associate's degree, one needs about 40 to 42 credits for general ed classes, which we call it general education. So this is common, because what a student is going to learn in community college is going to learn in the same 4-year program, whatever the school may be, but if a community college student is taking a chemistry class, probably he or she has a class of about 35 to 50 students. But at the same time, if you go in the high, public school, big public school, that, elementary chemistry class, first college chemistry class may have 300 or 350 students, and probably it's been taught by TA or RA, not even a full professor. So the one-on-one, the teacher-pupil ratio at community college is much, much better, and particularly much better if you are part of the honors program. So this is the difference I wanted to lay it out, so people who are watching this vlog, particularly parents and students, they are well aware of the quality education. Now, this honors program, which is part of this community college, is affiliated by National Collegiate Honors Council in Jacksonville, and they have to maintain certain criteria to be on that honor roll. Otherwise, they have a stringent criteria that they have to maintain. And of course, the students and their professors who teach these honors classes, or they go to this honors program, they have to meet certain criteria. And once you become a graduate of that, associate's degree, you receive associate's degree from the community college, your transcript is going to be, marked as a honors program. So when you transfer to the 4-year elite program, and when you submit your transcript, the admission committee is going to look at it differently with a different lens that, this kid has challenged and took the rigor class, rigor course, and challenged himself or herself. So they're going to be given a preference. I remember that, when my son was uh, uh, got accepted at 𝗬𝗎's program at University of Illinois Urbana, he was one of the 66 transferred student throughout the U.S. And he got straight from College of DuPage and transferred as a junior. And he got all the credits. And he got his first degree in international business and management. And then after the junior year completion, he was a debater in the speech team at community college level. And he was a captain of the debate team, and he was very much found in interested in doing the communication major. So we carved the program in such a way that he get another degree in corporate and cultural communication. So when he was a senior, he declared another major, another degree in College of Liberal Arts as a corporate and cultural communication. So point I'm trying to make is that if you plan carefully, the punchline is planning carefully. If you plan carefully, not only you can get the best of the best education, but you can optimize your education from the quality perspective and also the cost perspective. So when my kids, both kids graduated, my younger one did the dual degree in management, business management, and he was very fond of cars. So he was in automotive program at University, Southern Illinois University at Carbondale. Their aviation program and automotive program is rated #1 in the U.S. So, personally, I am from the camp that, I don't chase the elite schools, but I chase the elite programs rather than. So when I did this thing, for my kids, and one of these days, my wife said that, why don't you start something which can benefit others as well? So in 2013, I incorporated my LLC as a college planning and transition as my business. So I consult students from time to time basis, and all my students who went through me, as far as the consulting is concerned, they have 100% turnout. They have seen the results. Some of the students I have coached and I have mentored and I have counseled. They are the kids of the students who I taught back home in Pakistan in early 80s. So, this is the second generation. I'm privileged and blessed that I have taught some second generation student as well. So, if you're interested, from time to time, I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on, education portion of the kids as well, because my expertise is also light because I have dealt with students for the last 35, 40 years closely on tutoring, and I know students in and out that, and a big chunk of my counseling involved in talking, engaging the interest of a student, and make sure that, because remember that each one of us, from the day one we are born, we are wired by a nature. We are wired in a certain manner, and most of the time unintentionally, what as a parent we do, we try to rewire them. In essence, as educators, as parents, what we can do, we can enhance and nurture those wirings, and rather than rewiring them. Make sure that you align the student interest, passion, and the corporate needs, market demand, so that they can place themselves after graduation, because that's the key part. Because sometimes we don't align the demand with our passion and interest, and I see a lot of students out there looking for jobs, because remember, we are living in a very cutthroat competitive society. So you have to be extraordinarily value oriented, that what you have to offer to the society. And a lot of graduates I know of, they don't develop soft skills. And soft skills are the key thing with the hard skills, which you earn or learn in 4-year program. Soft skills cannot be taught to anyone. It has to be nurtured and developed while you are in high school and, right from the get-go. So please make sure that, in summary, I wanted to lay it out that, proper planning and management, if it's executed, not only it can serve a quality education, and not only it can provide you quality education, but it can save you a bundle. And I have done it many times with a lot of other students whom I served, including my both kids. And anybody can do it with proper planning and management. So if you have any personal needs, you can contact me. You can find me on Google under the name College Planning and Transition LLC. And if you have particular question regarding any concerns, you can put in the comment section. I'll try to address through this channel as well. See you next time with another set of vlog. Bye.